This, my friends, is the new facelift 2024 Corolla Cross Hybrid. Let us start with what's new on the facelift, right? Because remember, it's a Toyota, it's a facelift, so don't expect much. But they have done a decent job to make some subtle changes that kind of elevates the elegance of the car, right? And the first thing that you need to know, the design of the bumper. Look at this. It's a new design. These are designs that are taken from the Lexus, right? If you see the new Lexus bumpers, you also seen the crown. Then if you've seen the Camry in the US, they also use this type of design. Beautiful. The logo, blue one, tells you that this is a hybrid, and that's why we call it the Corolla Cross Hybrid. Something that we already have today, right? The next change that they have made is actually on the headlights. Now, this is not a new headlights, okay? Just to let you know, in the Europe market and the Japanese market, where they launched the Corolla Cross 3 years ago, they already have this. So from the start, we had a different design, with much more subtle design. Well, I like this design a lot when I saw it 2 years ago, and I'm glad they brought it here. It gives the car an upscale feel, right? Sequential lights, 4 of them. So look at this running bar. It's a beautiful one. This is your headlights, and then this is also your headlights. But when you put in your sequential lights, there you go. That's how it looks like. Beautiful. So what has changed? It's a facelift, so the dimensions remains the same as the pre-facelift. In terms of overall design or proportions, nothing has changed. The outside looks very similar, right? You have the same side mirrors with the integrated LED signals. This is a new batch from Toyota. It's their new marketing in terms of telling us about their hybrid electric vehicle logos. This is the new logo for them. They used to have a different type of logo. So this is a new one that they are actually promoting right now. The lines are the same. Nothing has changed. I can't remember this roof rails that was there, if it was there earlier, right? The opening of the doors remains solid. Remember, this is a CKD version that's built in Malaysia, not the CBU, but the thump of the sound of from the car door closing is pretty good, right? So if you open and then if you close it, it is still good. Yep, not better quality, not better quality. Then we come to the boot section. So this is what it has a boot opening which is in the middle. Some Toyotas is on the corner, like the Camry, but this is the boot, right? Now again, being a pre-facelift, there is no changes to the dimension. So whatever you had before from the previous version remains the same, right? So it remains the same. So it's a good space, and whatever you could do earlier, you can do it now. It's the same, no changes. And I believe this also has a power boot capability. So I'm going to try it out. Okay, I will always fail with this, but let's try. It's not working. I don't know. Does it have? Really? I'm just going to close it. I'll figure that out for you, okay? Yep, it closes. Slow, but it closes. Okay, so this is the boot space. I'm going to check what is at the bottom. Okay, there is there is a full tire, no, almost full tire size, which is the normal size, but the rims are different. So it's a scaled down rim. And then you have your kits here, for your repair kits for your tire and all. I think they've done a pretty good job. So this is good. This is really good. I like it. Let's see. Now, I'll take you to the interior because that's where most of the changes have actually happened. Okay, so the interior is where we can see a bit more upscale changes. All right. I'm getting into the interior of the Corolla Cross Hybrid, and overall, like I said, the overall dimensions, the overall designs remain the same, but there are few, I would say 3 to 4 things that makes it even interesting here. Okay, the first thing is the instrument panel. If you look at the instrument panel, if I kick start the engine, you are getting a digital instrument panel. This is for the hybrid version. If you go for the 1.8V, it is still the old version, but this is the hybrid version, very similar to how the facelifted Corolla Altis, the Corolla GR is. You get the same type of meter. Now the second one you will notice is actually the screen, the entertainment screen, right? The radio entertainment screen. So the first thing is it is bigger. It is a 10.3 inch screen, right? They have a lot more. They have Android Auto. They have Apple CarPlay. So you have that, right? The rest of it remains the same. The buttons here are exactly like the Corolla, similar to the older ones. So the car is started actually. Remember, the car is actually started because I turned it on, right? I'm going to turn it off just for the sake of it, right? Because we are inside a showroom. I don't want to spoil that. But I want you guys to have a look at it, right? The third change, and this is a big change, okay? The third change, right? The third change is we do not have a foot brake because, as I told you in KLMS, we now have the electronic parking brakes, and it also comes with an auto hold, right? So this is the parking brake, this is the auto hold, right? And then you have your drive modes, I think, which was there already there. So this is a big change, right? Because most of the cars that came by, you know, the competition, HRV, everything, already had the electronic parking brakes. That was the strange thing, right? Because when the Corolla Altis came out for the first time, it already came with a parking brake, and then 1 year later, when they 1 or 2 years later, when they released the Corolla Cross, it came with a foot brake, which is exactly like what my Camry Hybrid from 2016 was. So it was a very strange decision by Toyota, but yeah, let's see. I'm going to show you the design for the car. Okay, so I need to learn this, right? So let's see, where do I start? How do I make the changes? Okay, so I go to settings. Okay, so I'm showing you how to change the meter designs, right? Okay, so can you see meter settings? I can see meter settings. I click OK, right? And then there are two types. There's a meter type and a meter style. Now, what does the meter type do? So basically, if I go to meter type, all right, it allows you to show, there's three types. They allows you to show two of it. Two, that means left and right design. Or they have a single design, which I go here. You get this kind of design. And then, if I go here, it's a full screen, which is really, really nice if you look at it. Look at it. Wait, let me get back to you. Right? It's quite customizable. Okay? Okay, the second one is if you go back to your meter settings again. Okay, let me press that. Now if you go to the style, what interesting is it gives you a different types of design. This is where the style is. Okay, so what you saw earlier was casual. If I go to smart, I think that's going to be the blue type, right? So wait, let me get back to see the give you a better view. I'll take you to this. Okay, okay, okay. Right, can you see that now? Meter style. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So this is it. Alamak. Wait. Why? I'm not doing it right, is it? So I'm clicking OK. And then OK to select. Yeah. Then I'm done, right? Apa pula? So then I go to meter type. Okay. Yeah. This is it. Kau dah tahu lah. Okay. So I was there already, right? So this is how it looks like, guys. So let me show you the others. Okay. So go to settings again. I go to meter settings. Then I go to meter style. Okay, I got tough. Let's see what tough looks like. And this is also nice. And then you have the spotty one, which is this. Interesting. So guys, this is a very customable instrument panel, I would say, right? There's a lot more that we can learn from this car, and I'll show it to you when I get to there, right? Okay, the back seats. Okay, now I've put the front chair not to the fullest. Okay, I'm a 6-footer, 183. So slightly above 6 foot. These seats are not actually to my length, but I think it can go a little bit more. But can you see the amount of space that you have here? Right? This can be a comfortable car, for sure. Very, very comfortable. Right, I can sit very comfortably. I think this is a car that I can actually go from KL to Penang without any worries. Okay, so if I'm going to sit at the back, most of the time I'll be driving, but if I end up sitting in someone's Corolla Cross at the back here with this space, I think I'm okay. Only problem is, we all say this is a 5-seater. This car is not too wide. It's wide, but just definitely wider than the HRV and longer than the HRV and all that. But if you look at the seats here, I would tell you, 2 people at the back is just nice. There is space for a kid for sure, right? But for 2 adults of my size, 2 cukup lah, we don't need more people. I think it'll be a bit of cramp for a long journey. If you're doing city driving, half an hour, 40, less than 1 hour kind of drives, it is still okay. Right? There is a light here, okay, and there's also lights in the front that gets turned on. Overall, it's a dark. So there's a upholstery which is black in color. The whole car is almost black in color in terms of upholstery. But the upholstery is a bit more darker than the normal black that you see here, right? So it gives a bit of again another 2-tone kind of impression. But it depends, right? What do you want? I prefer lighter upholstery, but the black one always keeps the dirt away, right? So it's always easier to maintain. But if you are someone who keeps your car clean, very, very rajin, right? Keeps your car clean. If you're really hardworking, yeah, having a lighter interior would be nicer for sure because it gives you a bit more ambience. This is a bit more spotty but dull, right? But that's how most cars is. Actually, it's not about Toyota, right? Most cars do that. So this is where the problem is. Yeah, so you have the handles for, you know, if someone decides to drive super fast up Gentings, right? This is where you hold your hands and keep to your space, right? Unless there's a girl next to you, then you just fall off. Right, guys, a very comfortable car. Okay, how are the seats? The seats seems to be here a bit more stiffer. I can see if I can still feel comfort. There's no questions about it. There is still comfort in this car, but if I compare this, I think with the front seat, this is much more harder. Good or not, I don't know, because my Camry sits it's a bit more softer. So again, remember these guys are all on the new TNGA platform that Toyota has built. Only difference with this TNGA is the back doesn't use the double wishbones. It just uses the normal MacPherson's struts suspension, right? That is because if you use a double wishbone, it needs to be a longer car, because the double wishbone design takes up more space. So with the MacPherson struts, you are able to have a bigger boot or a bigger back seat. So that's the compromise you have to go. And this is a car is for the family, right? You're not driving a Porsche or, you know, a CL 4363 stuff, right? So you're carrying passengers as a family with this price range. I think this is good enough, right? But again, I would say, right, with all the reviews I've seen and all, even though with the MacPherson struts, this car actually handles quite well. So let's see if we get a chance to take it up to Gentings one day, right? Never know. Let's have a look at the entertainment system. Okay, let's see what it comes with. That's how long it takes to start. Okay, that's a good one. So let's look at radio. Let's look at the sound system. This is where you adjust your sound system as well. Okay, you're not going to get the best of sound systems right now. Okay, so there's up to 6 presets that you can do. Okay, and then how do you go back to menu? I guess that's how you press the menu. Okay, there's a vehicle status. Okay, so you have your time, you have your compass, and then you have a altimeter. I wonder what is that for? What is the role? Okay, so you can change between. Okay, so it's a bit more. Okay, so basically what happens is if you click here, it changes. So basically there's 6 different patterns, but you can only see 3 at a time. So it's either the clock or what's playing, the compass or a roll, which is your, you know, left and right, and then your pitch. Oh wow! I wonder why would they have this for the Corolla Cross? Very interesting. Okay, then you have your PVM, which is of better quality, much better. And these are the different variations you have. Okay, so when you turn your tires, it's not changing. Unfortunately, nothing is changing, but you get the different views, right? And then you have your front view, and then your back view. This is interesting, right? So you can do this. This is, what is this for? What is this? I have no freaking idea, right? And then what? You can also change the color of your car. Haha, interesting. Okay, so it doesn't follow the color of your car. Then you also have a voice command capability. Hi Toyota, let's see. Hey Toyota, turn on the aircon. Nope. Turn on the aircon. Okay, I have no freaking idea how it works. Okay, but never mind. That's not important. So guys, then you have your Android Auto, right? Which I'm not connecting to my phone. You have an Apple CarPlay, You have a T-Link, which is the Toyota Link, which we'll play around later when we have more time with the car. Okay? Right. So guys, this is the review of the 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid version. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I could have covered a bit more, but we don't have much time because they need to use the car for another event. So once I get more time on the car, I will definitely do a review. But right now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, guys.